We can remain standing for the Baruch Hu.
God is the hug you get from a friend and the kiss on your head from a parent. God is a good job from a coach. God is love in the world.
God is the color of fall leaves and the cool water when you dip your hands in the river.
God is the sweet smell of spring flowers. God is the goodnight kiss you give to someone you love and the smile for a new friend. God is love in the world. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael, who loves the people Israel. Amen.
Yom Anim Adayim Elohim Tam His Mitzrayim Hayot Anahem Adovim Anim Adonai Elohim Adonai Elohim Amen.
We remember when we were slaves in Egypt. We remember when our bellies growled because there was no food to eat. We remember when we had no warm blankets and shivered in the night.
We remember crossing into safety and breathing the air of freedom.
We remember dancing with joy and singing our songs of thanks. And because we remember, we promise this day
to feed the hungry, to bring water to the thirsty, to give clothes to the needy,
and to reach our hand and bring the whole world into our freedom dance.
All right, so we know how this goes. We're going to create one big wave. You guys going to show me how to do this? All right. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. Oh, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. Oh, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. Oh, I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. Oh, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. Oh, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. Oh, I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the. Well, you guys don't go to very many baseball games. And
remembered some sunglasses for this one. All right, here we go. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et Hashabbat La'asot et Hashabbat L'dorotam Beritola Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et Hashabbat La'asot et Hashabbat L'dorotam
rise for the tefillah.
Ufi Yagi.
Hashem.
Mehayel hayim behesed, mehayel hakol levachamim amim, shoref nofim leheonim, umasir asurim, umekayem shemei Afram, mihamo havai gen yurot, umidam leilam, velek minim ulevkayem, umatzmira isra, v'nemar latav lehafayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
We continue in silent devotion using the thoughts on the screen with the themes or using the Siddur that's in front of you. When you've completed your prayers, please be seated.
The Mishaberach encourages us to imagine a world without pain and suffering, a world where our loved ones are healthy and whole. But that's not the world in which we live in. And so we have the Mishaberach to remind us that God is our constant companion even when we are suffering, even when our loved ones are ill. And we pray to God for strength, for hope, and for healing. And so if you'd like to say the name of a loved one, please stand and say as many names as you would like. Simply say the names out loud. Now we, as a community, we stand in solidarity as we sing the special version of Mishaberach to the melody of Imagine.
It's easy if you try. Beauty all around us.
Every war has its series of battles. Before every victory, there are minor victories that take place, often victories and battles that go unsung, but are pivotal, mind you, to the ultimate success, to the victory that will be remembered by history. This is one such story. Well, boys and girls, you have heard the story of Mattathias, the head of all the Maccabees, a priest who said, "Let all who are for the Lord follow me." And he launched a battle against the Syrians who sought to destroy our temple and our way of life. He had a son, Judah, who led his brothers and others in guerrilla warfare. But Mattathias had a grandson, the littlest Maccabee, whose story has yet to be told until tonight. And his name was Louis. Louis wanted nothing more than to be a Maccabee like Grandpa Mattathias, like his father Judah, and that was all he wanted to do, was go and fight and be like them. But they would always say, "You're too little, you're too young." Well, Louis was tall, even though he was young. And he had a beautiful smile, and he could make a muscle if he really tried. But most of all, he would get into trouble. And you knew that was happening when there was a twinkle in his eye. Well, one day, Louis went up to Grandpa Mattathias and Papa and his dad, Judah, and said, "I got an idea. I want to join you. I understand there's a battle against those pesky Syrians, and I want to help." And they said to him, "Go help your mother. Go help your sister. Go do something else. You're too little. Now scoot." And before you know it, he began to cry and sniffle. He said, "They say I'm too little. They say I'm too young. But I know I'm strong. I know I could do it. I'd like to be a Maccabee, so brave, so strong and bold, and fight and win every fight I'm in. But I'm only 9 years old." Never thought you'd hear me sing. Well, it just so happened that as he was wandering around, he began to overhear battle plans between Judah and Mattathias and everybody else. And as he listened, he realized that their plans would not work. And he tried to tell them, "It's not going to work." And they thought, "What does he know? He's too little." And they prepared for battle, and Louis didn't know what to do. And then he had an idea, and the idea followed with a twinkle in his eyes. And he gathered up his friends from near, from far, the 5-year-olds, the 4-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, and he put them in a mass huddle, and he said, "Look, our parents are in trouble. They're going out to battle against the Syrians, and they're terribly outnumbered, and they think that they're going to win, but they're not going to win, and if they don't win, we'll never survive as a people. We have to save our parents. Let all who are for me follow me." And there was a twinkle in his eye. So, all the grown-ups got ready for battle, and they marched down the mountain to the north, and to the south were the Syrians. Well, in the middle of the night, that pesky Louis and all of his buddies had raided the kitchens everywhere and put something special in sacks, their secret weapon. Well, it was just about that time when the two armies would clash from the north to the south. 100 versus 1,000 Syrians. It was going to be a total disaster. Except for Louis, the youngest Maccabee, with the twinkle in his eye. And he and all of his friends circled all of the grown-ups and all of the Syrians, And at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, he said, let loose. And they took out their secret weapon, potatoes. And they began to throw the potatoes as hard and as far as they could. 1 potato, 2 potato, hot potato, 3 potato, 4 potato. And before you know it, the Syrians were pelted with potatoes. And they thought that there was something strange from their gods warning them to leave. And they began to scream. And they all left. And by the time Judah and Mattathias got there, there was no one left to fight. And that was the first battle they won. And that gave them the courage and the strength to be a Maccabee. Louis said, they said I couldn't be a Maccabee. They said I was too young, I was too little. But I knew what it took to be a Maccabee. It meant to be brave and strong, to believe in yourself, to believe that it's important to be Jewish. And so today I became a Maccabee. We'll work on that next year. Okay. And so they were all famished, and they began to sit around the table. And they said, Louis, you're so unbelievable. You and your friends, you saved the day. And out came the special meal. They thought nothing should go to waste, so they took the potatoes. And they said, here's the pancakes, Louis. You get to eat the first one. You saved the day. And Louis was so excited to see all those potatoes. And they said, wait. This is a miracle. You got to give a name for those potatoes. And he thought for a moment with a gleam in his eye. And he said, I think we shall call these latkes. And they said, latkes? Why latkes? Because we are so lucky to be alive. The end. Well, speaking of latkes, don't we have lots of latkes, Cantor?
All right, so this is a really easy song. There are only a few words. Lots of latkes. Let's all eat them up, and we all go, eat them up. Let me see. Guys, this is the only exercise you're going to get all day. I'm helping you out. Okay. Then we go, sevi von sov, like a dreidel. So you can't turn around in your seat, but you can go like this. Okay. And then Maccabee. So be strong like Maccabees. All right, you got it? I don't believe you. Can I see your Maccabee, please? There we go. Okay, very good. You guys ready? Yeah. All right. Lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots of latkes. Let's all eat them up.
Of latkes, lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots.
Let's all eat them up. Sevi von sov sov. Sevi von sov sov. Sevi von sov sov. Sevi von sov sov. With your cradles. Sevi von sov sov. Sevi von sov sov. Sevi von sov sov. Sevi von sov sov. Maccabee. 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 Lots of latkes. Lots of latkes. Lots of latkes. Lots of latkes. Let's all eat them up. Lots of latkes. Lots of latkes. Lots of latkes. Let's all eat them up. Excellent. Very good. And a little Hanukkah classic for all of us. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah. So I want to hear all of your voices.
Wow!
voices sound beautiful. I'm glad you're joining the choir. Okay. We rise for the adoration for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shaveach Adon hakol.
Let us now pray. Okay. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Please be seated.
We turn to our Kaddish prayer. We recall those who have died in recent days. Helene Berenberg, Mark Neil Feston, Ethel Biegelman, Lillian Goldberg. We recall with love the Yortzites of Jenny Aronoff, Julius Carmosen, Regina Sharon, Irving Chasnick, Leonard Gersh Cohen, Sidney Cohen, Benjamin Dvorak, Minnie Etkin, Anne Frank, Kiva Goldfarb, Louis Gorlick, Louis Gottlieb, Sandy Heyman, Sarah Height, Ruth Jacobson, Mickey Johnson, Bernice Kaplan-Barr, Fanny Katz, Coleman Lerman, Robert Levy, Vivian Klein Markowitz, Joanne Moriello, Rose Miller, Dora Morningstar, Louis Myers, Irving Neftolin, Adele Nathan, Betty Nathan, Walter Nathan, Sophie Palbaum, Herman Roberg, Arnold Rutenberg, Elsie Sarr, Sarah Sendro, Miriam Shiroff, Herb Spiewak, Rose Stahl, Muriel Stevens, Sidney Tabak, Rose Unger, Panina Ventura, Gertrude Weil, Esther Whitner. If you'd like to recall the name of someone who was not mentioned for Kaddish or Yortzeit, please stand and say their names. As we think of all those who have touched our lives, we rise to recite our Kaddish prayer. Yit Gadol v'yit Kadash me Rabbah v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon chayei dechol beit Yisrael b'agalav v'zman kari v'yimru amen Yehesh me Rabbah mevorach le'olam omei almaya Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit ba'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh v'yit tadar v'yit taleh v'yit talal shmei dekusha b'richu Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tush birchata v'nechemata namiram b'alma v'imru amen Yehi shlomo rabba min shamayim v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Osei shalom b'mramav hu ya'asei shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May be seated. This is the 15-second warning to kneel. We'll show the video right after the Kiddush and Motzi. So, we would like to invite for the Kiddush and Motzi. You guys all go with the cantor. All right, you've been so good. The choir kids, the kids. All right. And while they are coming up, we'd like to do a special thank you to the cantor who has arranged another great Shir Shabbat. Let's hear it for Cantor Hutchings, yay. To our head of school, Lonnie Kritzler, and our teachers and our assistant teachers, to our Shabbatons, the religious school students, Lori Frankel, the director of the Kochavim, and In a few moments, you will see why this thank you is so important. Our Mensch Club, strong in making the latkes for tonight after a popular demand from the Chanukah Bazaar.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch
atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, bamotzi lechem mi'aretz. Amen.
Well, there are a lot of people on our staff who work hard all year long, and they wanted to, well, look at the screens. This is your cue, Neil. Neil has organized our staff for a special song that, well, it just shows all of their talent in all its glory. And if you want to sing along, be my guest. That's really good, Neil, because there's no sound. But we can read. Let's see. That's kind of tough.
Use some cream cheese and lox.
This is why I saved it for the very end, because every time we switch technology, we have problems. Okay.
I don't even like lox.
Oh.
They go from the deli.
On the third day of Hanukkah, my true love gave to me 3 tubs of cream cheese.
£2 of lox. I don't even like lox. A bagel from the deli.
On the 4th day of Hanukkah, my true love gave to me 4 jelly donuts.
Three tubs of cream cheese.
£2 of lox. I don't even like lox. A bagel from the deli.
On the 5th day of Hanukkah, my true love gave to me 5 spinning dreidels. Oh yeah, wait, I got 5 for you. I got 3.
I got 2.
That's it, man.
4 jelly donuts.
3 tubs of cream cheese.
£2 of lox. I don't even like lox. A bagel from the deli.
On the 6th day of Hanukkah, my true love gave to me 6 chocolate gals.
5 spinning dreidels. Oh yeah, wait, I got 5 for you.
4 jelly donuts.
3 tubs of cream cheese.
£2 of lox. I don't even like lox. A bagel from the deli.
On the 7th day of Hanukkah, my true love gave to me 7 potato latkes. 6 chocolate gals.
5 spinning dreidels. Oh yeah, wait, I got 5 for you.
4 jelly donuts.
3 tubs of cream cheese.
£2 of lox. I don't even like lox. A bagel from the deli.
On the 8th day of Hanukkah, my true love gave to me 8 Hanukkah candles. Thank God it's over. 7 potato latkes. 6 chocolate gals.
5 spinning dreidels. Oh yeah, wait, I got 5 for you.
4 jelly donuts.
3 tubs of cream cheese.
£2 of lox. I don't even like lox. A bagel from a deli.
And there you have it, folks. That is by our program director extraordinaire, Neil Popish. He is around. So when you see him, let him know how much you appreciate it. Okay, before we have our final song, very important. Shh. So when services conclude, if you are staying for the delicious latkes, guess what? Not only do we have delicious latkes, but we have arts and craft projects for the kids. And not only do we have arts and craft projects for the kids, shh, but if you brought your menorah, we invite you as a family when you go in there to simply kindle your own menorah in the center of the room. It'll be obvious. And when you leave for the evening, if you are a member of our religious school, see Lonnie, and she, or the preschool, Lonnie has a special, you'll like this, a special gift for all of the kids. At the end, don't ask her before, but the arts and crafts projects are really cool tonight. And we had reservations for 100. Look around the room, and you see we have more than 100 people. We have made extra, but be judicious if you are in the front of the line so that everyone has enough latkes, because we had 100 reservations. But we made enough for approximately 200. So I think we will be okay. Don't run. Final song. Enjoy. Light your menorah. And Cantor, take it away. Here we go. I have a little dreidel.
I made it out of clay. Little dreidel. I made it out of